Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. Today I have week 22 of my 2020 Project Life album. I am using the Studio Calico May kit and I printed out all my pictures and then I'm putting them in chronological order and then I will put them in semi-chronological order on my layout. I do have the Design A page protector grid drawn out onto white cardstock so that I don't have to keep putting the pictures in and out of the pockets while I'm working on them. So once I put the pictures where I want them to go, then I'm going through the Studio Calico journaling cards, and I'm sorry that part of it is cut off. I didn't realize that my hands were in a space where they couldn't be, or you couldn't see the journaling cards. So I'm just going through them and deciding which ones to use, and I do replace them as I decide where I need journaling and where I just need a filler card. So working on the left-hand side of the layout, I first have a picture from Rakuten. Rakuten is an Ebates program, cash back for online shopping. I will have a link down below for those of you who are interested. Now, I get money back for shopping that I would already be doing online. I buy a lot of clothes for my kids on Target, Old Navy, and of course I purchase makeup from Ulta, Sephora, and I get cash back when I do my shopping on there. And this is for shopping I would be doing anyway, and it's free money back. And over the years, I've gotten a couple grand back. So if you're interested in doing that, go ahead and use my link below as a referral code, and I think you get some money back. I'm using a stamp that says the easy part from the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit, and I stamped that onto the top of that journaling card. I'm using my Zebra Sarasa Vintage Dark Gray pen. I like to use gray when I'm doing my journaling because it's not as stark as the black, and it just blends right in with all of the colors beautifully. Now, if I wanted to get a lot of attention to my journaling, I would use a black Sharpie or, something that was older to do that. I'm using my fine line applicator and I have Scotch Quick Dry adhesive in there, and I'm attaching the felt felt embroidered that says best. That's from the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit. Now I took a screenshot of the number of confirmed cases in the US of COVID. I'm just tracking the number of cases just periodically as I see whenever it comes to my attention, because we are living in a crazy time in this world. So I just took a screenshot of that. Then I put number 22 onto my very left 3x4 journaling card. That is always my title card, but you'll see I'm going to change that here in a little bit. I did date stamp the sign that's in front of Trader Joe's telling us that we need to wear face masks to get into the store. And then I just took a picture of our what was in my shopping cart when I'm paying for it, because I do some of my shopping at Trader Joe's, and I just wrote Trader Joe's haul on the label. I'm sorry, you can't see that. And then I stapled it with tiny attacher. Then on this picture of my kids in my bed, again, I just used the letters, alphas that came with the Studio Calico kit, and I just wrote out love. I'm trying to decide if I want to use another stamp for that, but I decide not to use a stamp on that photo. But I'm using a stamp that says may look like this from the Ali Edwards kit, and I'm going to put it in the middle of that title card. And so I move the number 22 to the bottom right hand corner of that card. So I cleaned that using the stamp chamois, which I love. It helps saves on using baby wipes. And then on this journaling card that says just do fun, I wrote for Shane's 9th birthday, Megan organized a social distancing birthday parade. We all drove by, honked, sang happy birthday, and had cupcakes in the car. Then we stayed after everyone else left, and my son and Shane got out of the car to just take a quick picture because Shaney is his best buddy. So I wanted to document how birthday parties are now being held. Although my poor kids, they don't get that. So then I date stamped that. Then I'm going through the stickers that came with the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit, and I want to use some of these word stickers. So on the one of my two kids in bed with me, I wrote every day, this is love, and treasuring this. I'm using those stickers. And then then I use one more sticker that says time with you, and I put that on the sticker of my son with his bestie. Then I'm going to move over to the right hand side of the layout. Oh, and then I put It's the little moments on the photo of my shopping cart at Trader Joe's. So then I move over to the right-hand side of the layout, and the first picture is of my daughter sitting on our couch. It just looks so serene, so I took that picture. She's all dressed up, and on the little label, that's a Studio Calico print and cut label, I wrote Kaya dressed and watching kids YouTube. This is one of her favorite pastimes, and I do love that they have a kids YouTube app on these devices so that she watches kid appropriate YouTube channels. So I do that, attach it with my tiny attacher, and I forgot to say that I am using my favorite adhesive, which is the Kokuyo adhesive. It's a Japanese brand that I purchased on Amazon. It's my favorite roller adhesive. I'm using word stickers that say home, currently, and holding on to this moment on that photo on the bottom left-hand side. Then the next picture is two 3x4s added together, and I'm using the word stickers, this story, daily adventures with you, and follow your heart. And I'm going to date stamp that. And on the journaling card below that, it says rate this day. Today was a blank out of 10 because, and I wrote 10 out of 10. And I journaled, Christina organized an online Zoom call for some of the kids with Parker Plays, a YouTube phenom. Parker was a motivational speaker encouraging the kids to never give up and follow your dreams. What an experience. The kids loved it. Now this Parker Plays kid, adult, I guess he's an adult now, started YouTube. He's a minister's child that started YouTube, and he talked about how he started his YouTube channel and how he just, even though he wasn't getting very many likes and subscribes and all that, how he just kept going, and now he's got millions and millions of followers. And my kids love watching him, and he uses appropriate language, and it's just fun for the kids to watch. So I'm so grateful to Christina for organizing that. We did have to pay a speaking fee, but it was worth it. The kids loved it, and I'm glad that they heard from someone who is in their, not in their peer groups, but someone who they admire, talking about how to never give up and keep following and chasing your dreams. So I did that. This next picture is just a screenshot of how people all feel about COVID, and I just did a screenshot of that. This next photo is of my kid's bathroom. Look at how he hangs all his swim trunks. I just wanted to capture a piece of everyday life. And I wrote, use the word stickers, May memories, my story, this is life. Because yes, this is life. I do have to go through all their washrooms and get all their swim trunks and put them in the wash. Now I'm using the embroidered felt that says you, and I'm using my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to adhere that down, and it ended up not sticking. So I did end up using just my roller adhesive, and that worked fine. And on the bottom of that, I wrote, watching history in the making, SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket carrying the company's Crew Dragon spacecraft. So we all got together to watch this history in the making, and just watching that. And I just took a picture from the back as we were watching the rocket launch and date stamped that. And the next is about the demonstrations against the protests about George Floyd. This is such, I mean, we are living and making history right now with all of the Black Lives Matter, with the COVID-19. I mean, it's just a very interesting time in history, and I don't want my kids to forget that they lived through all of this. So I documented that. I'm going through the chipboard stickers that came with the Ali Edwards story kit. I'm using the Say Yes tab on the pictures of my kids zooming with Parker Plays. I'm using the Say No tab on the George Floyd news screenshot. I'm using the May stories on the rocket launch photo. Then I'm using May look like this on the screenshot of the number of confirmed COVID cases, which is crazy. Then I'm using the Tis the Season to Celebrate on the picture of my son celebrating with his bestie. I'm using a chipboard that says the hard part on the new screenshot about 100,000 people dead from COVID. I'm using the this year is already flying by, taking it one day at a time on the screenshot of the number of confirmed cases in the United States. And let's see, love you friend on the photo of my son and his bestie, because I'm trying to use up my embellishments, because the embellishments that came with the Studio Calico kit it was a bunch of half fruits, and I'm never going to use that. And then the last chipboard I use is on, says the easy part, and that's the one of my 2 kids sleeping, because that is the easy part. So there you have it. That's my week 22 of my 2020 Project Life album. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.